So I guess I should start at the beginning. My name is Carl, and I have HLH. HLH is a life-threatening autoimmune disease that, if left untreated, can lead to death. I've been battling this rare disease for about a year and a half now. This is how it started for me. So initially, when it started, I thought it was just a cold or flu. I had all the symptoms of what came with it: drowsiness, fatigue, bodily pain, weakness, the shivers, fevers, no appetite, headaches, overall sickness, right? But for whatever reason, this particular sickness didn't feel the same. So I go to work and then immediately would have to leave. After which, I was laid up for 4 days. Now, this happened several times upon me going to work. I was taking every medicine in the book, from Robitussin, NyQuil, you name it, and I was taking it. But none of it worked. I continued to get sicker and sicker. At this point, I realized I needed to get medical attention. I needed to see my doctor. I'll never forget, it was Saturday, and I tried to schedule an appointment with my doctor during the week, but as you can assume, I couldn't because it was Saturday. So I ended up having to go to the weekend clinic, which was a town over. Now, it's difficult for me to describe how sick I was without you, the listener, actually seeing me at the time. I will say that at about this time, it wasn't a good idea for me to be behind the wheel of a car, but I needed to get help. I was smart about it, though. I remember having a hard time walking, but despite that, I made it to the clinic. I walked in, and I was in such bad shape. When I walked into the door, it felt like everybody was looking at me like they just saw a zombie just like walk right through the door. That's how sick I was. I stumbled up to the front desk, which I'm now using to try to keep myself upright. The medical assistant behind the glass asked me something, but I don't remember what she said. But I do remember that she asked me if I needed an ambulance. And she asked me multiple times. And even now, it's still kind of foggy. So as she's asking me these series of questions, things are now becoming very foggy. And I'm having trouble thinking clearly. I sat down in one of the chairs, and the next thing you know, I was in the back of an ambulance. I don't remember how I got there. After, I was taken to the hospital. Now, there are parts I don't remember clearly because of how sick I was, because the HLH does affect your brain. And there are conversations with doctors that I don't remember having. I didn't even know where I was at the beginning of the sickness. So they would transfer me from hospital to hospital, and it was difficult for me to keep track of where I was. I do know a lot of things had happened for me to be here now, making this recording, talking to you. But I'll save that for next time.